Okay. We'll see if I keep that in. I usually don't like to edit or cut anything out or anything. I'm not doing these for views or to get popular. Fucking whatever. I do these because sometimes I need to talk, and there's nothing better than talking to nobody about anything. Therapy's for losers. I'm kidding. Kind of. Not really. Either way. Therapy, journaling is a type of therapy, and it's something that I've been doing a lot this year, mostly because I've had this, I think we've all had this realization. I've had this realization years ago, but it's become more apparent as time goes on, and that is that memory is perishable. Like, I don't believe you ever forget anything. I just believe that you forget how to remember, which is technically forgetting something. So if there's one thing that you do actually forget in this life, it is how to remember, if that makes any fucking sense. And I'm probably just talking out of my ass. But either way, if you notice the sound quality, I am recording back on my phone. I'm just going to alternate between, quality mic, phone, whatever I have available to end up getting my feelings out. But yeah, my feelings in my journal. I have so many fucking journals right now, and it's just because I think it's imperative that people start writing more and more. As you can see with the lack of physical content in games. Fuck you, Switch 2. Fuck you, Switch 2. Seriously, Nintendo, you guys suck for that. I don't even know how that thing is doing sales-wise, but I haven't even seen a Switch 2 in real life. That's how I feel like, it's not doing that good. And maybe numbers are inflated like every other fucking number in this goddamn world and economy. But honestly, I am digressing. So I have a day-to-day journal where I write my tasks and then I write a recap of my day. I have an idea/miscellaneous journal where I write jokes, lyrics, ideas. I just repurposed it, kind of. It's still those things, ideas and miscellaneous, but I'm using it specifically now as my watch list because I've just tried to keep up and keep track of things that I've watched, movies, TV shows, or played, in video games, even board games. And it's so, I don't feel that connection when I use it on Notion. Oh, Notion's so nice. It's so cool. Like, I have this one idea that I've been working on for a while, but I don't know. Something has prevented me from taking those next steps. And it's not that it's the hardest problem in the world to do, to make, a Notion clone, which I'm not doing, but a lot of the ideas are useful and good, so you might as well take what's good and use whatever you have as well and make your own thing. That's what creativity is. Creativity is using building blocks of everything else that you've experienced to stand on the shoulders of giants. And I don't feel the connection. I don't feel the connection with typing things out on a notes or anything. I'm so over the technological aspect of this all, so I'd rather just keep like fucking 5 notebooks on me at this point and write things down whenever I have the chance. I feel like it also helps with my memory as well, because as I said, human memory is pathetic. It's truly pathetic. When you think about active recall in terms of a computer versus a human, you click a link, you do anything, that is memory. There's different forms of it, whether it be RAM, your SSD, HDD, whatever. Just the fact that you can pull something up and get the crispy clear image like a fucking Oreo tastes the same. It is that thing every time. If you click that link, if you open this app, if you go through this folder, all the things are there always, all the time. For the most part, until, even computers do end up dying. Their memory is very good, but their lifespans are much shorter. And that just has to do because of their just how they're built. And it makes you question, how much longevity can you have with that type of energy usage, which computers take a lot of energy, especially in comparison to humans. And I don't know if it's an efficiency problem or a complexity problem, or just the fact that, yeah, both of them together, and we haven't realized that if we keep making technology the way we're making it, you can only condense it so far to where, yes, this is now the best it could possibly be. And I guess that's what a perfect computer would be. I don't know if that's necessarily true, but eventually it is kind of true, because everything does need to transcend. Eventually a computer will need to be different. Like, a computer now is not the same as a computer back then. Name however many years, it doesn't matter. It's not the same thing anymore. But technically it is the same thing. Is that a Gestalt problem? A summation of all the computers into one computer, maybe making the perfect computer, the perfect network, perfect internet. I don't know. But either way, yeah, human memory isn't like that. We can't just pull up the scene. We can't just project. You know what? Minus the projecting. Just pulling up even within your own mind. Like, I think I'm kind of trying to do it right now. I don't know. I can pull things up and I can see it. But yeah, it is like it's with my inner eye, It's not really here. It's not the same vision I'm using in this world. Like, I can view what I'm viewing in front of me. I see this phone in front of me. But I can also see a phone within my mind. And depending on the day, the time, whether I don't know, fucking jerked off or something. Actually, yes, that definitely does affect your mental acuity. That definitely does affect your ability to imagine things. And before I get into how porn is bad for you, yeah, to kind of finish off, I wonder if you really can train your mind, or what are the limits? Where are humans really going to go in terms of memory, man? Because we're giving up so many of our powers in just everyday things. We don't practice and move and live the way that we should. It's like maybe humans could actually live until 200 years old, but we spend so much of our early life now doing absolute nonsense that we're never going to see those numbers. I'm fucking sitting down right now. What am I doing? Here, I'm going to try squatting a little bit. But, yeah, I'm sitting right now. Most people are sitting. Most people are fucking sitting in this world. That's so crazy. In a world where most people have 2 legs, working legs, we're mostly sitting. But overall, all in all, did I miss any journals? Yeah, I have one that's for another idea one, but it's more for, house building. That's the one I have with my beautiful, beautiful, beautiful girlfriend. My beautiful and smart girlfriend. So, yeah, bunch of journals. Porn's bad for you. I don't know. Being a cuck, what the fuck does that mean? Why? I can get a lot of things. I can go, I understand, it's just not my thing, yada yada. I don't know, man. That one's tough. You can't really love somebody if you're a cuck. Is that fair to say? Because love is so fucking fickle, man. Love is a twisted and dark fucking thing, but it's also light and beautiful. It can be. Who am I to say that cucks can't love? I just don't understand why you would want somebody to, why would you want to watch your wife get bent over? I'm really not trying to shame, and the fucked up thing is me shaming them is probably turning them on. So to all you cucks out there, that'll be 99 cents. My services are not free. Sorry for my silence. I forget sometimes I don't have the luxury of just being quiet and pondering, especially when I make the decision to go, hey, I can do and will do a podcast because, yeah, I think I can be good at those, maybe. Which, I've never really had the thought, can I be good at this? It feels like I don't even have an answer, because I don't know. Does an answer to that even matter, whether I'm good or not? I have to have people even listen to me first, which is, tough enough. Everything is oversaturated. There's 1,000,001 podcasts. I'm probably going to get to These Are My Thoughts, like 2,506. I'm going to get to Joe Rogan numbers, and I'll finally break the 3-digit view count, And that's not me being self-deprecating. It's just me, I don't know. Is this trying to be realistic? Is this actually self-deprecating? Am I just questioning myself too much? Am I just being a fucking idiot? Maybe. But, listen, you're gonna get something different on these every single time. We're not the same person every day to a certain degree. You know what I mean? Write your name 1,000 times, 2,000, 3,000 times, and you tell me if you have longevity. I was talking to Dan about this, and that's the example he gave of write your name 1,000 times. Because it's so hard to not only just create something, but it's so hard to keep it afloat. These are all things that you kind of have to learn, and do learn without your permission to learn. Life will just teach you these lessons of, stay afloat, bitch. You gotta stay afloat. Sometimes you're really met with the hey, if you'll drown, like physically. This is water or something. And then there's the other, like, I'm watching Silicon Valley, and funny enough, he's drowning in his own night sweats, but the main character, he has so much stress. But I think I'll get to that. Silicon Valley. Oh God, no. I'm already losing myself. So, so can I be good at this? Maybe. We'll see. Time will tell. Yeah, fuck it. Silicon Valley. I'm sorry I'm all over the place. I've probably talked about a million things. See, that's why. It's tough to listen to an ADHD person ramble. Oh my God, wait, is that my thing? Is my ADHD, is that my label? Are we past that? Wait, are we past that? Maybe I'm not hip with the times because I'm not always on social media, but are we done with the I'm a empath, or I'm a LGBT, or a fucking INTP? I don't know. Is that over? Can people take a joke again? Maybe? I don't know. I don't want to go and look. I don't care to go and look. I do care a little bit to go and look because I want to read it. I also like seeing sometimes when other people cause the chaos. I think that's the darkness inside us all. We all love a little bit of drama. And whenever I think of drama, I think of the CW. And how, not gonna lie, man, are Stefan and Damon from the Vampire Diaries pedophiles? Is that a thing? Are they? Are we gonna get down with the fact that vampires that are going after teenagers are, is that creepy enough now? I don't know. I don't know how much people even care or notice at this fucking point in life, I feel like everybody's bitched and complained about the Epstein files and stuff, and Diddy walking free, that it's like, I guess we're that powerless. We can't do anything about it. Feels like it took the wind out of people's sails. And then there's, I think, Andrew Schulz, he posted a podcast about Jeffrey Epstein was a spy. I don't fucking know. Maybe? Isn't it all an act or something? I don't know. This is what I mean. Is it really that I'm so ADHD and all over the place? Or is it that this entire world really does have all of these things that you can talk about, that there's just so much you can pay attention to. There's so much that's trying to take your attention that, yeah, you can go through a million topics in such a short amount of time, even with the low bit rate. Yes, talking still is a low bit rate in comparison to as many thoughts that we can have in as many abstract forms within one, fucking space and time, whatever. This house looks really nice. But, dude, I'm not even at the 20-minute mark. I'm barely 16 minutes into this. You know what I mean? And I'm also getting, yes, a little bit of dry mouth. Hold on. Maybe me staying consistent on doing this will help me build a community. Is that what I want? Do I want community? Oh, I'm very sorry for, I guess somebody's dying. I hope you live. Anybody else hear sirens like that and go, is this the day? Because I hear a helicopter too. Are there zombies now? Is this our reality? Do you guys see the helicopter? Oh my god, I see the stars though. They're beautiful. Oh, it's not even a helicopter. Never mind. It's one of those small planes. Alright. No zombie apocalypse. Fine, whatever. I wish things were a little cool like that. And I say cool as somebody who might be one of the first to die in a zombie apocalypse. Oh my god. What is everybody's, fucked up fantasy? I feel like everybody's got one. It's like if the world had to turn into a fucked up dream for you to experience real quick, what do you want it to be? I think, well, my stories will be a personification of that I'm writing, and I will be writing for a long time. This is not something that you should ever expect to see anytime soon. I'm talking about years. But I'm saying it now for, I guess this is anticipation. Is this marketing? Maybe. But, yes, probably, mid-30s, 40s, around there and everything is when all of the stories that I'm thinking of and dreaming of. Maybe, honestly, nah. I could do with 30 to 35. 30 to 35 is when it'll get out there. I just need now until I guess 30 to write everything and do everything and be diligent with everything, which is also why I'm practicing having this many journals, because I want to put each and every story that I'm going to write, draw, and do in their own separate folders and notebooks and everything. And I just want to stay very organized because I'm really done with the technology aspect of doing everything. I'm done with it for now, not done with it forever, and I still do have to use it to some capacity. But yeah, I'm just, for memory's sake, for keeping organized, for getting all my ideas out and everything, I'm just gonna fucking write. And I talked about this last time. I need to keep practicing with my left hand. My left hand is getting better. I stopped practicing for a while, but, I didn't lose everything that I learned, which is good. So I need to keep going. And, yeah, man, I just need to make this vessel, this fucking body, better. I need to be better, I really need to learn my Spanish, do my Spanish. I should probably do what Tom Segura did. And I should attempt podcasts that will probably only be 30 seconds long. So basically a YouTube short, a TikTok, a reel. That's how long those will be in Spanish. But I should attempt, put it out there, feel embarrassed, feel completely embarrassed, but continue to do it because it's good for me. And that's how I operate. I will not fold under pressure. Pressure makes diamonds. Speaking of the diamond, tomorrow is Saturday, so it's Friday night. I'm probably going to post this once I get home. Yeah, I'm going to post this tonight, honestly. So, the diamond fights tomorrow, Saturday, against Max Blessed Holloway. Very scary fight for both of them. Dustin Poirier came in phenomenal shape, man. And I think he might be exactly what his name is. Because I saw that TJ Dillashaw was saying, nah, Dustin's under too much pressure, he's going to lose. Which, maybe he's just trying to hype up the fight, maybe whatever. You never know in context when it comes to anybody speaking about MMA. Everybody in some form or way is a little fucking Uncle Chael. You know, everybody shits on him, but you're all a little Uncle Chael. Stop it. Fucking, you'd be lying. But anyways, that's what TJ said, that he thinks he's going to lose because he's under too much pressure. But I think he's going to personify what his name means. He is the Diamond. Dustin the Diamond Poirier. And he's going to walk out with Lil Wayne. He's not walking out with Lil Wayne only for Lil Wayne to put the BMF belt on Max Holloway. I love Max, man. But if time proves anything, when you're at this high of a level and you get your first loss, your competition is not going down. You know, he just got knocked out for the first time. And, you know, Dustin's been knocked out cold. Israel Adesanya have been knocked out cold. Many fighters knocked out cold still came back and proved that they are champions. Max Holloway is a champion. So is Dustin Poirier. And guess what? Dustin is up 2-0. Max Holloway really might go six total losses to 2 men. You know what I mean? It's possible. Sometimes, I wouldn't say these guys got your number because I think maybe the zombie apocalypse is real. Hold on. I love the lights. They're so cool, especially when it's dark like this. You're just watching it go by. I guess there's a fire. So loud. It's so far away and it's still loud. So sorry for the horrific screaming in the background. Nobody is being murdered, I promise. But I love Max, man. I love both these fighters. My prediction is Dustin, I think, is going to win, but I'd rather this fight go to a draw. That's the best case scenario. Just let it go to a fucking draw. You know, you might even be able to get one more. You know what? The comeback fight from Dustin. So, they do it a fourth time, some Figgy Moreno stuff. Yeah, Max is, I think, about to go 0-2, and you're going to see that. You're going to see those headlines, and, you know, whoa, where does he go from here? He's stuck now because, you know, he lost to an aging Dustin Poirier, and now his chin's not the same, and you see that he's visibly getting rocked. I don't know. I'm just creating a reality right now. I can't fucking tell the future. I'm probably, unless this all exactly happens, I mean, that's awesome, cool. I'm going to put my face on the Weasel's crystal ball. But for now, I'm just making shit up. But I do think Dustin's going to win. I want a draw. Max 0-2. Maybe he'll find his footing, but I think he should retire soon as well. Most absorbed shots. Please don't forget that. That means something. And then who else do we have? We have Kevin Holland versus Daniel Rodriguez. And I know that's not the co-main event. I know I skipped to it, but that's the fight that came to mind. I think Kevin Holland's going to win this. This is his 4th fight in 2025. This man is active. He's always going to be active. You can't call him a journeyman. You can't even call him a gatekeeper. This is just a dude who's trying to get paid. You know what I mean? This is a dude who's making money. Maybe goes to the strip club too often. I don't know. Maybe I'm probably talking shit, but no. Daniel Rodriguez, good fighter. Kevin Holland, good fighter. Welterweight bout. I don't even think he's in that Kelvin type of situation where, he should have stayed at this weight class or that weight class. No, I don't think he can be champ at 170. I don't think he can. I really, really like Kevin Holland. He's not really about the belt and everything. I know he used to have that thing. I don't know if he still does on Instagram that when it's all said and done, I will have, had the belt. I will be on the throne. Something like that. Alluding to, before I retire, man, I know it might look like it's taken a long time. I fought a lot. But I will have that belt at least once. Maybe he fights for an interim title. You have no idea. If he puts Daniel Rodriguez out cold, you know what I mean? You got to look at you got to look at some rankings here. And if we look at the rankings at welterweight, Jack Della Maddalena is, god damn, again? How big is... Are we not going to get UFC 318? Who knows? Maybe it's a Men in Black situation and they can contain the zombies. But either way, Belal Muhammad, number 1. It's so funny. It's so funny. Yeah, Sean Brady, number 2. Shavkat, number 3. Leon Edwards, 4. Whatever. Kamaru Usman, 5. Ian Gary, 6. Michael Morales, 7. Joaquin Buckley, 8. Colby Covington, 9. Gilbert, 10. Jeff Neal, 11. Carlos Pratis, 12. Kevin Holland, 13. Gabriel Bonfim, 14. Michael Page, 15. God, yeah, Wonder Boy isn't even in the top 15 anymore. That one made me sad. That one made me sad, man. He hasn't had a fall off. He's... God, that hurt my heart. I don't... Whatever, moving on. Michael Page, yeah, top... God, and we saw how the Kevin Holland-Michael Page fight went, man. We saw, but who knows if Michael Page is still going to be fighting at 170. He might like 185 too much now, especially as he's gotten older and he doesn't want to cut that weight. Nobody does. You know, it all just depends. But if... I'm going to say when Kevin Holland does win this fight against Daniel Rodriguez, who isn't even ranked, I think then he definitely gets the Colby fight. Colby's number 9. You know, you'll have Kevin Holland in the top 10 again. I say again, but he was only in the top 10 in middleweight, never welterweight. So, after that, man, I mean, his best bet is Leon Edwards. Not gonna lie, if I was Kevin Holland, I wouldn't even call Colby Covington out again. I think I would go for Leon Edwards. Number 4, you beat Leon Edwards. Yes, he will be 0-3 in his last 3 fights. He lost to Sean Brady, Belal Muhammad, number 1 and 2. Respectfully, he's number 4. You know, great. Like for Kevin Holland, because then he can jump right in there, probably to number 6. Realistically, Kamaru would probably move to 4, Gary to 5. You know, Kevin Holland 6, and then from there he's 1 fight away from a title shot. Then it's, you know, who do you fight? That might be when you fight a Kamaru Usman. You know what I mean? I think you beat Leon Edwards and Kamaru Usman as Kevin Holland, you get a title shot. I know you have Shavkat, Brady, and Gary, which I don't know if you can give... I don't know, man. I saw the fight, man. I don't know if you can give Shavkat Rachmanov the fucking title shot over Gary. But that's just me personally. I don't know if you could do it. That co-main event, though, we got Roman Costa. Paulo Costa and Roman Kopylov. We got the evolved form of... God damn it, Chase Hooper. Yes, there we go. I would say he's the new final evolution of Chase Hooper because of what happened to Ben Askren. I wish him all the best. Sad to hear what happened. Truthfully, this is just my opinion. Thinking about the medical industry, I will not go into it because I'll get very upset and it'll be besides the point. But I don't think there was any reason he should have had to have a lung transplant. Sorry, not sorry. There's no reason for me to see doctors on billboards advertising for their orthopedics or transplantation surgery or fat loss surgery. Doesn't matter what it is. You went to school for exactly what you went to school for, and it's fucked up. You can call yourself a doctor. You're fucking... you are no better. No. As I said, I'm going to get upset. Paulo Costa versus Roman Kopylov. Paulo Costa needs a job, and his job is on the line right here. Because if he loses, man, he's either out or he's 1 fight away from being out. There's just, 14-4. It's a decent record, but you got to think about he's 34 years old. Where has this man been? Where has he been? Who has he been fighting? He's on a 2-fight losing streak. He's 1-4 in his last 5. You know, he barely beat Yoel Romero, loses terribly to Israel Adesanya, misses weight for many of reasons, with twice actually before the fight and the weigh-ins even happened, to the point where they just moved it up to a 205-pound fight, and he loses to Marvin Vettori. He beats Luke Rockhold barely, and then he's off for 2 years, fights Robert Whittaker and almost beat him. I don't know how Robert Whittaker's chin operates, man. I don't know, but yeah, he wheel kicked him in the head and then lost to Sean Strickland. So now they're giving him a big debump of, hey, here's Roman Kopylov. The guy's, he's an up-and-comer, but he's not realistically on the level of a Robert Whittaker, Sean Strickland, like these top middleweights yet. So if Paulo Costa can't even beat him, he's 34 years old. There's no shot of, yo, seriously, what's going on? Like, more? I'm about to check the news. Somebody turn on CNN. Yeah, that lot of... Something's going on. Either way, I'm pulling out for Paulo Costa, and I say up-and-comer like Roman Kopylov isn't 34, but it's a little different. It's a little different. He's a little newer. His ceiling has not been reached yet, whereas Paulo Costa's ceiling might have already been reached. So, you know, tomorrow's going to be a big tell as to where he fits in the middleweight division. We have Patricio Pitbull versus Dan Ige. Dan Ige is a dog, but he's not super reliable. And in terms of bets, you know, he's not super reliable. I just don't see how he can beat Patricio Pitbull. He should actually have no problem beating Pitbull. But I don't know. Is it weird for me to say that his knockouts have felt like, well, he threw a punch, it landed, and he was honestly a little surprised the guy went down. That's just me personally. I don't know. I don't know. He doesn't feel intentional in his knockouts, which is why I don't think you can view him necessarily as a knockout artist. But he is 33. Pitbull is 38. Sorry, not sorry. This is not a Chandler situation where he gets like 1-2 wins and then does 3 backflips and he can hype up a fight, but still just can't compete at this level at this point and never evolved at all. So, yeah, I think Dan Ige does win this. He should, will, can, and does win this. Let's just move on before I jinx it, though. Then we have Michael Johnson versus Daniel Zellhuber. We got a 50-50 fighter in Michael Johnson versus a guy who is 13 years younger. God damn, you know what I mean? You were fighting and this kid was in middle school. So the height difference is also way too apparent. I know Michael Johnson's coming back up, but he's 39, man. I just don't see how this ends well for him. I just don't see how he pulls this off in any facet. So I think the main card goes Daniel Zellhuber, Dan Ige, Kevin Holland. Fuck it, Roman Kopylov, Dustin Poirier. That co-main event is the only sketchy thing there. You know what I mean? That's the only sketchy thing. So we're gonna have to see. But I think Dustin can take it in this main event. I would honestly be surprised if Max Holloway won. I would be surprised. I would have to see what kind of game plan he comes out with, because I just don't see how he does it. Again, sorry that I guess the second half of this podcast is filled with, you know, that. If that's even being picked up, maybe every time I go silent, you guys hear nothing. It just sounds like I'm crazy. There's a bunch of fire trucks and police cars and everything just passing the main road in the town, like a lot. And so it's very interesting as to why that's happening. So fingers crossed for zombies. And I think that's it. I know there's more fights, but I'm just covering the main card. Thinking about if there's any other fights that are like, woo, I don't think so. We'll see when we get there. All right. But for now, 35 minutes in. It's not bad. Not bad at all. I need to go eat again just a little bit. I have work, so I got to get up at 7, be there by 7:30, and then yeah, we'll see when I get out. It'll probably be like a 5-hour shift or something like that. And then tomorrow we celebrate Javi's birthday, the Purple Monkey. And he doesn't know it yet, but I'm gonna say it now because again, it's not like he listens to these. We got him, me and my beautiful girlfriend, got him a MIDI, which is, for those who are into making music, it's like that little piano with those DJ buttons and stuff at the very top where you can plug into your computer or just use it on its own to make different types of beats, all with, one key, one octave, essentially, set of notes on a keyboard. So you can do basically anything and everything that you need and want. All right? I think that's it. Did I cover everything I wanted to talk about? I wrote stuff down, but yeah, there's some other things. I didn't get around to it. I guess I'll end off without expanding on it, considering people are dying out here. This has to be being picked up. Yeah. Rabies. Why have we not found a cure for rabies? Holy shit, is that a scary, scary death? Oh my God. I think only like 2 or 3 people in history have ever survived late-stage rabies, which it's not like that number of late-stage rabies in humans is large. It's just that, fuck, dude, come on, man. There's people out there that they get all these injections and fucking special treatment and great healthcare. Can we help the common man out? And the simple fact of, if he gets bitten by a raccoon and he can't get it treated or something for, XYZ amount of time, yeah, man, that's terrible. Sometimes you don't even know that a small fucking bite. Oh my God, that's so scary. Rabies is fucking scary. It's because I saw this Ukrainian soldier kid. Oh my God, he couldn't have been, he had to be like 29 years old. Not 29, 23 years old, something, just young. And he was in the stage where he couldn't even drink water. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. The comments were like, just give him a gun and let him. Or like, yeah, help this man out. Because fuck, dude, I wouldn't want to die like that. I wouldn't want anybody to die like that. I don't want anybody to die, period. You know what? In the next, let me write it down because I'll forget. In the next one of these that I'll do, I'm going to talk about my Superman review. Because I haven't gotten to do it with Havs or Dan. And we haven't found time to do it. And I want to speak about it. And I might not speak about it until I rewatch Superman Returns, Man of Steel, and Christopher Reeve's version. So, we'll see. Expect nothing. Hope for the best. So, yeah. Thank you to anybody that has made it to the end of this. I appreciate it. I appreciate you. I appreciate the support. I appreciate this life. And, maybe this will take me somewhere. Maybe I'm not just some idiot that's rambling. Maybe I can create a community. So, yeah, check out the channel for gameplay videos. I am going to be playing, I probably said, Final Fantasy, everything. You're not going to know until it actually comes out. But honestly, actually expect Chrono Trigger. Because before I do Final Fantasy, I want to get some other games a little out of the way first. And want to say out of the way like a bad thing, like, I want to be done with them. No, I'm very excited to play Chrono Trigger. I hope anybody that, you know, is going to watch also ends up enjoying it. It's going to be those types of videos that I'm not going to be editing, you know, for the most part. It's going to be old school, just what watching games used to be. What watching games was for kids who didn't have the consoles and or friends to, you know, enjoy this form of media in. So, all right. Goodbye, everybody.